I
both
think the
those.
game started,
Oh, the
so
game just started. Sorry, I'm gonna
yeah.
flip back over to
No
it, and we've
worries,
got
no
it.
worries.
There we go.
We were too distracted by the burrito
The
blanket.
burrito blanket. Nate Hill's got like I wonder if that changes to the bat signal later on, just so he can like convince himself that he's doing something important while he's streaming
No,
things to
I
the
mean
world, right?
Nate Hill has a very clean setup, and then EROBB looks like he doesn't even know he's on camera right now.
Yeah. I feel like I feel like E-Rob's mom is gonna walk through that door with his laundry all folded here like any minute.
No,
Just like,
we're
hey, I did, mom, I'm streaming. Go away. Like, I feel like that's what we're
Aw.
about to see. But all
Well,
right.
it looks like Nate Hill is playing an Indian game here. I didn't teach him this. It must have been Hikaru who helped with
Yeah.
this.
But this has been Rob's opening. Now, I was browsing a little bit, doing some prep for this show, treating it like it's a real chess event. I have no idea why. But he has been playing so many games on Chess.com. It took me a while to find the game that he lost to Fuseli. So this has become a system that Rob is playing for. I mean, but the flexibility that Nate Hill has, this is Hikaru 101, right? We know Hikaru with the hedgehog. Hikaru's weapons, the specialist, maintain some central flexibility, which is what you do here, where you can advance both these pawns to try to attack the center. So this is Nate Hill learning from his coach. I like it.
Absolutely. And the big question will be what happens after they've completed their development? That's when it
Yep.
starts to get a little bit tricky and you start to notice the lack of experience from the players.
Well, Alexander, we have Nate Hill his audio up here, so I'm gonna take a listen as we got him.
Sounds good. I'll turn on his audio as well.
Eventually,
Nice
I'm trying to
tat.
get. So we're gonna
Are you a
castle.
fan? Would you get a tattoo like that, Danny?
Okay, he moved that, which is interesting.
Yes.
So we're gonna castle. Bang bang,
Look at him. Bang bang like Hikaru.
and we're gonna try to push this up.
Like XQC.
Excuse, but I mean Hikaru's known for the bang bang too now. I guess I'm.
It's okay. So Danny, not all chess streamers on Twitch are the same.
Oh,
But
They're
don't
not
worry.
all Hikaru?
We'll send you the notes. We'll send you the notes.
secretly Hikaru is Hikaru Shmibaru apparently, according to Ludwig. There's other chess streamers now.
I know it's crazy. But Nate is playing this. Sorry, we're still
I
listening.
wish I was
to him,
listening to
right?
like. All right, well, let's see what he wants to do.
EROBB just played a
He has so
terrible
many
move with
pawns.
G3.
This is weird.
Okay, so we'll see if Nate can find this move, knight h5. Oh, he doesn't. Knight h5 would have gone after
That's
the
weird.
bishop
That's
here.
a weird move. Because he's leaving this.
They're doing a lot of similar moves here. I think he's not sure how to make progress in this
Okay, now he's
position,
got
but I think
Yeah,
Hikaru taught him
protection
to
there.
put the bishop on g7.
Did EROBB just mouse slip? His reaction was he went like
Move that back,
this. He
weird.
moved the rook
So,
to
I
e1
pushed
and then
this.
back to f1.
He'll probably trade. And I'll take with my pawn.
I think he's just trying to, mix it up a little bit, trick his opponent into thinking he doesn't know what to do.
And he's losing
And
a
then I
piece.
still have
in the
that
process.
piece.
The next move is e4 here.
Oh man, if he loses to a Fortnite player, do you think he's going to retire from Twitch?
I feel so bad for
Yeah.
him already, and I don't even know
It's-
why.
he'll-
It's just- I know that like being the lovable loser is what he does with his chat, but I mean this is like when you guys were talking to him in the interview the other day, Alexander, after missing queen takes h7, I wanted to give him a hug. I felt so bad for him.
Wow. You're pitying the poor guy before the game is even over. Too far, Danny. Too
All right,
far.
well let's listen to what he's got to say.
All right, let's get his stream on. I love his logo just being a money bag.
He's not saying anything right now.
Yeah, I thought he was muted for a second.
No, it's like watching, top chess players stream where they don't blink. They're like, no, he's alive. They just don't blink. He's just not
Yes.
talking because he's struggling.
He's into deep thoughts here. Well, okay, Nate has played this incredibly.
Yeah.
And now the question is Nate going to follow up with e4? If he sees that move and he wins a piece, I mean, that'll be very, very impressive.
I think it's gotta be.
He's
on
hovering
the
over the
agenda.
pawn. He's hovering over. I think he sees it, Danny.
He sees it. You're watching his stream.
Oh,
I'm
man.
highlighting the move that's coming for everybody in the chat. This is just
And
winning
honestly,
on the spot.
I think this is because of my advice. He's like, so what's the most important rule in chess? And I told him just build. So, I think that's why he's going to see e4. I'm going to take all the credit for it.
Oh, you should. You should.
Mhm.
I feel like is he changing his? Don't move the knight. Don't move that knight.
Come
There's a
on.
queen behind it.
Get that mouse back over the pawn. Come on, Nate. You can do it.
I think he is. I think what he's doing a thing called chess counting. That's actually really good. You're trying to count the number of attackers and defenders you have on a square. So he's like, I have the bishop on b7, I have the knight on f6, I have the rook on e8. That's why I think he's
gonna lose 3 pieces.
And yes, Chad, I know. I'm joking. It was obviously Hikaru who
2
gave
and a
him this
pawn.
prep, and
Here
he
he goes.
saw it. E4, boom. He's about to win a
goes.
piece.
e4. Look, he's nervous. He just gave a nervous swallow. I recognize that. It's pretending to be confident when you're on camera. Do that all the time. It's a nervous swallow. Nate's
Aw.
nervous, but he's got it.
Well, so Hikaru did show him this trap, which is why he saw it. And it reminds me a bit of the Fusli game where Hikaru showed her that checkmate idea. So
Yeah.
I wonder after he wins the piece and he's out of the preparation, how he'll be able to hold the advantage and if he's going to be able to convert it.
Right. And it is a common trap that Hikaru showed for everyone watching. And sorry that the chess dad in me wants to educate. It's in my nature. But yeah, this part of the reason you get such a flexible position that Hikaru plays for all the time is because you let the opponent occupy the center with pieces.
Oh, Botez
crap.
Gambit, baby.
Let's go. What happened? He sacked his queen? Why? Look at me trying to do something educational, backfires as usual.
I think EROBB is shorting his own stock. That is why. He is going to
Conspiracy.
make big bucks off of Lamont Enterprise, and that's why he gave his queen up. I mean, there's no
He's
other
gone full
explanation
Enron?
here.
Maybe
Yes.
instead of EROBB, it's Enron Rob.
Oh no! Oh no!
EROBB.
Okay, well, Nate still has to finish him off.
Okay, the moment we missed, I was trying to show is just here. Rob played queen takes f3 instead of knight takes f3. He's just completely forgetting the bishop over here, and now he's he went Botez Gambit. How come you have like maybe the strongest meme in the chess world now, the Botez Gambit?
Well, you know, I don't know if it's the strongest meme anymore. There's a lot of competition. There's the wooden shield.
Yeah.
There's the bang bangs. There's the ice
Yeah.
skaters. But it's not the meme I originally thought I'd go for. G5. He's seeing everything here.
Nate Hill is
everything.
literally dominating this game.
People in Chess.com are spamming lost to a Fortnite streamer. Omega lol, lost to a Fortnite streamer. Omega lol, lost to a Fortnite streamer.
This is maybe the best game. This is one of the best games we've seen. I reviewed all the games. If we're talking start to finish, Hikaru did his job here. I mean, Black has not played a single move. I mean, there was the moment I said earlier, maybe knight h5 instead of bishop f8 to trap the bishop, but it turned out I was wrong because bishop f8 prepares the fork idea that is winning in the game. So golf clap for Hikaru, assuming Nate Hill converts this.
Yeah, I mean, he just went for rook e8, bishop f8, the very straightforward idea that Hikaru showed him. I mean, Hikaru has been honestly killing the prep. I think he took the best approach because he's been giving the players specific lines and traps that, if they follow, then they just get a better game and it's on them to finish it off.
Right. Well, like you said, and you hope that someone's always doing their job as a chess player to build muscles. Like, are you doing tactics? Are you trying to work on stuff? But you got to do that on your own time. When you're with a coach who's trying to prepare you to go get a W, to win a game, Hikaru's going to give you a trap to try to win right away. EROBB is not a thing, apparently, in this event. I think he's about to get his second L.
Oh, poor EROBB. Oh, man. Now I'm starting to feel a little bit bad. Do you think we can send him another tortilla blanket or something kind of as a consolation prize?
Something for Lamont. I mean, Lamont sounds like the name that his mom calls him when he's in trouble. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I mean, okay, let's talk about what his chances are here. So he's still on a similar skill level as Nate. He is lower on time now, but if Nate were to blunder like a queen back or something like that, then he would have chances, right? So he just needs to be careful and not trade off here. Maybe slow moves like moving the rook over to the d file and trying not to trade.
Yeah, make a good point. A very good move there by Rob. Here you go. Here we go, Lamont. And the main reason is that White's position while down a queen, if you just take the queen off the board in your imagination here, White has a whole bunch of pawns, like it's kind of solid, and I'm saying that to play the, hey, Rob still has a chance here card. You know? I mean, he is down a queen.
He does still have some chances. He could also try for some rook d4, rook h4 ideas. Obviously, there's
Right.
no checkmate threats right away, but the one thing he has going for him is that Nate's king is a little bit more exposed, so he can try for some cheap traps, and I think he
Yep.
needs to. Obviously, if he plays rook d4 right away, he's going to get knight f3 and forked and
Yep.
lose,
Yep.
but a long-term plan like that.
Yep. And obviously, jokes aside, part of the commentary, the truth is Rob has gotten a lot better. And the reason I was saying earlier, he spent a lot of time after losing that game to Fuseli, Alexander,
Mhm.
trying to get better. Like he is improving. And I think that sometimes it's hard when you run up against prep from Hikaru, right? To really feel like Nate Hill just did the job. But okay, now you can play King G2. And now it's going to be challenging for Nate to say, I gave this check, but now what, right? Sometimes people see checks and they play checks, but what's the follow-up?
Yeah, Danny, it seems like you're talking from personal experience there.
Just more than once. See check,
Danny
play
sees a
check.
check. Danny goes for
I
the
didn't
check.
know
Woo!
my coach was joking when he said, "Always check. It might be mate." It was a thing. No, but no, but this is true because this is literally the example of checking when you have no plan. He checked
Right.
and the king g2. Now the only good move here, or one of the best moves for black, is to move the knight back to safety.
Yeah,
And
and
this, so
it's
this is
not
the
an intuitive move, but
right.
Nate last game, he saw that he should retreat his knight, so he has been one of the players comfortable with moving backwards. So we might end up
Okay.
seeing that again.
Okay. Right? Not just comfortable at Fortnite, now also comfortable moving knights backwards. He can add it to his resume, which apparently also includes modeling and all kinds of stuff. So Nate Hill
Are you
is
talking about EROB?
talking about Nate.
No, come on, EROB could have done some modeling also.
For the Tyler One brand. Is that what
Oh
you're saying?
no, oh no. Okay, let's move on. What were you saying about Nate?
Let's listen to Rob again though, because I feel like he shifted positions and it's making me nervous.
Okay.
Oh my god, it hit the wall. I'm so trash. Can we forfeit? Can we forfeit? Oh, he didn't see
You don't
it.
have to forfeit. You can do it.
There you go.
He didn't take your bishop. I think he said that when he played bishop e4.
Oh,
Like
so
commentary.
he sees his bishop is under attack. Okay, so he's
Yeah.
catching these. He's catching these.
Yeah.
Honestly, I want to help EROB get a win next game. I think he didn't reply yet to my coaching offer, but if he's interested, I'll help him prepare
Yeah.
something in the opening because he's getting opening trapped every game.
I would offer to do some coaching too.
There you go. There you go.
Let's do it. I mean, if Rob needs some one-on-one time with a dad,
Are you saying what he needs is a father figure in his life,
what he
Danny?
needs is a father figure.
Once he gets the father figure, then he's gonna actually turn into W Rob chat. We found it. We found it.
Okay, he is surviving though. Okay, but look at Nate. I mean, really, the winner here, or what's happening here is that Nate Hill is playing one of the best games we've seen in the event, and
Yeah.
I know he's worked hard. But seriously, I'm not even like this is like we're gonna have a very hard time reviewing this game from start to finish and finding anything to criticize about Nate Hill's game.
Well, that's the thing. Once Nate gets out of the opening, and here he didn't make any blunders, he is
Yeah.
pretty good at tactics and he understands the basic chess principles very well. So
Right.
I'm really impressed with his play here. And obviously, last time he was playing against Boy #1, so we kind of expected it to be a difficult game.
Yeah. Okay. Well, unfortunately, it's looking like Rob. I mean, like we said, he lost to Fuseli, who I thought that Rob was going to be the favorite in that matchup until he blundered the mate and won. So this is going to be hard to rebound, but it's not over yet. How do you deal with the fact that you're losing the bishop and the pawn? Okay, I think this is the right decision. Queen to e4 check can be met by bishop f3. So, okay, Nate is just playing super smart chess here. He's not falling for silly things anymore, not going for superficial checks. Right? Sometimes you got to tip your hat.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. That's almost the threat, except for the fact that it's a free piece. But he's still he's still hanging in here.
Oh man.
Trash. Oh my god, I didn't even see that.
Knight takes c3 is just another step. And also look how fast he's playing. Like Nate Hill, Hikaru called, wants his chess back. I mean, this is a perfect game.
Yeah, no, this has been incredible. I don't know if I don't see Hikaru streaming right now, but he would be very proud of how this opening preparation turned out.
Yeah.
I don't even know what chances to say for W Rob here, other than trying to go for stalemate. Like he could try to give up all his pieces and hide.
Does anything even matter anymore, dude?
We've seen some epic stalemates in our time. Speaking like the royal we, collectively we have. Look at Nate Hill.
I mean, Nate Hill is crushing this.
Go
Yeah.
I don't have anything else to add. I guess. Okay, so Nate Hill is definitely going to win this game. What do you think EROBB can do in the future to get better chances against some of the opponents that are a similar rating to him?
I mean, it kind of seems like his. If I was to go back and look at the the opening again, how that broke down, I think he's just a little bit too focused on his own plan, right? Because there's like the basic of like, why did my opponent go there, and not like he's missing advanced tactics there. E5 was coming, a little bit tricky. I think it's hard to get out of your comfort zone, but when Nate Hill was showing that he knew what to do against the opening, probably that should have given Rob some pause, right? Nate Hill was playing super fast. He was playing the weapon of Hikaru, just sort of Queen's Indian Fianchetto approach. He hasn't really had a chance. It's unfortunate. He takes that pawn. That's got to feel good. By the way, I think I see something behind Rob. Is that a dog or a cat? It's a dog. No, was that a cat?
I don't know. I didn't see the. Oh, it looks like a big doggo.
Big dog.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm like a squirrel.
No, it's okay.
I'm like a. Stop what you're doing. There's an animal on camera.
That's fair enough. I mean, there's 2 animals on camera. Have you seen Nate's play this game?
Yeah, it's a beast. This is perfect chess right now. I mean, he has this. At least give Rob credit. This is the first threat that Nate Hill has really had to deal with. Right, bishop takes rook is coming, and yeah, he plays the simple rook to c8, which makes sense. Rob can trade knight for bishop, and that might honestly be the best thing he can do at this point.
Yeah, that's a good try here. But then the queen is coming in on e4 soon. I mean, the mates are going to come. The problem is he's also lower on time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, are we listening to him?
Can't tell. We are.
Okay, got it.
Apparently, we've been listening the whole time. There just hasn't been a lot of noise.
Got it. Sorry. I heard a groan in the back there.
Yeah. Poor guy.
Oh.
It's a tough start. And Nate Hill came prepared, right?
He did. He has to still finish him off here. Again, he can still go for stalemate. So I actually like that he's going like a4. He could give up all of his pieces and then try to get stalemated. It's going to take a while. It's a long shot, but what else can you try here, right? Because never resign.
Never resign, never surrender, unless you have something else to do, because chess isn't that important.
Right. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a game. They're both having fun. And I'm glad that they participated in this, because do you think that learning chess on Twitch is more intimidating than other video games? Do you think people are more judgmental?
I wonder. I'd like not to think so, but maybe. I mean, I look at a lot of video games, and I mean, there was a famous clip when we did that Chess Fortnite crossover stream called Danny versus Hill. And I literally could not get over a hill. And I still don't even know if I ever figured it out. Like, I think I just got killed by someone, put me out of my misery.
Oh.
So that's me on Fortnite. So I'm not judging the process at all. I think because chess is like associated in many ways, like in good ways, right? Chess is, has been a symbol of strategic thinking and high level planning. It's used as a meme itself in pop culture. Intelligent people play chess. So maybe there's some of that. I think that can make it intimidating, but I think a lot of that is changing, and people are willing to like embrace the process of learning instead of the process of being really good.
Right. No, that's fair, and hopefully that's where the trend is going to go. One thing I really enjoyed in watching EROBB's stream is, as I mentioned earlier, when he was playing Moxie, they had hilarious trash talk. They're so good at trash talk, I couldn't stop watching. It wasn't just about the chess. I mean, I like watching chess in general, but their commentary was so much fun.
No, I watched the Slicker trash talk versus Nim and was like, is this guy for real? Like, what is he do? Like, Slicker is out of control. Maybe the best chess trash talk I've ever seen. And it didn't even make any sense because he got killed by Nim. So I don't even know where he's coming from. Like,
yes, Slicker gives me that, like, you don't want to mess with him because he might just be too nuts vibe.
Right.
Kind of like one of those villains in comic books.
Right. halfway through you're like, wait, is he serious or not? Like, because if
Yeah,
he's serious,
exactly,
I'm worried for my safety.
Yes. Like if I ever, got abducted or something like that, that's the vibe I would try to go for.
Right.
Like so crazy that they're a little bit afraid of what might happen. But anyway, too far. So let's go back to the game. How
Nate
how
is
soon do you think
coordinating.
Nate's gonna mate?
This is good technique. A little, I mean, okay, I thought he was coordinating. Maybe now bishop d2 is unnecessary. Often when you're converting on these kind of games, everyone, like, you really don't have to try to be super accurate. Exactly. This is good. You just want to bring everybody in and not even think about it. So let's see what Nate's thinking as he's trying to coordinate his pieces here.
Chat is making me nervous. Chat, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's not what I
he
meant.
can go here.
Focus on the chess, chat, okay? This is going to be a beautiful continuation by Nate Hill. And also credit to EROBB because he's still fighting. He's not resigning.
And I'm fully defended.
And,
He's gonna go
at some
here.
point, you
It's his
just
only-
feel like you want
one
to
of his
throw
only
in the
moves.
towel. But good on
Hopefully
him.
he goes
for
here
fighting.
because I have a perfect move for it.
Well, we've got Nate talking here
Okay,
too.
he
We
went
can see
there.
his
It's interesting.
thought process. Look at it. He's just using all
That's
his
fine
pieces.
too,
Let's keep hearing what he has to
because I
say.
have defense.
Come on, Nate. Right when I give you the floor, you stop talking.
So now he has to back right. He has to get out of here. And then I can push here with a rook.
Yes. He's got a great plan here. He's going to finish him off.
He's also running out of time.
I see that Nate forgot to turn friend requests on.
I guess he can push here too.
Turn him on or off?
And then I can take.
Off, sorry.
Yeah, he's getting spammed by friend requests.
Yes.
I can push there.
I
That's
love turning off all my settings.
Yes, as he should. That's actually a good move by EROBB. He's making space for
Check.
his king. Unfortunately, his pieces are all falling here, but it's the best try.
Yeah, it's gonna go down though. We can hear all those Chess.com jingles in the background. Whoop. Friend request.
Oh no, EROBB is saying he
that
doesn't
rook
know
step.
what to do, and he's complimenting Nate. He's saying he's being so smart. This is not the
He's
trash talk
classy.
we expect.
He's absolutely stuck.
Someone found the clip, Danny versus Hill, and shared it in the chat. Thanks for that.
It's a
Thanks
picture of
for
Hikaru, but that is not
embarrassing
Hikaru.
highlight.
Oh, that's awesome.
My kids still remind me of it. They're like, "Hey, you remember Danny versus Hill?" Thanks,
And
guys.
your kids like Fortnite, right?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's no longer like it's in anymore, Dad. Like, I like to play NBA 2K right now. And, like Fortnite, NBA 2K smacks. It smacks. Like, yo, it's goated and like that.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's so you actually are picking up with all of the lingo because of your kids.
you
That's
know.
impressive.
I observe.
Well, Nate has a really cute mate in 2 here if he plays knight f2 and then queen e1. If he sees it, oh my god. Oh my god.
If he also has knight f2 and then even better, queen a2. Wow, that would be something. Knight f2 and then queen a2. But okay, this is the move that any human being would play, and it's the right move. Queen c3. Now you can just keep gobbling, gobble gobble, checkmate. Here we go. Whoa. When you start making moves like that, Alexandra, I think a stalemate is possible. Likely not probable. But
Right.
That's a move you don't want to play that doesn't check the enemy king when there's a million ways to check.
Uh-oh, rook c1
worries
is the
me.
same one. Because I'm worried if Nate is just going to go and gobble his pawns, then there are going to be some stalemate
That's what I'm
chances.
saying. Oh, that's what I'm saying. This is the way you lose these games, or you draw them.
Uh-oh. Okay, Nate, you got to start going for the checks.
He's
Not
not
yet.
doing it. All
Okay.
you have to do is checkmate here. You don't need those pawns.
Forget about the pawns, Nate. Go
If
for
this-
the big prize.
This ends in stalemate. I'm gonna lose it on camera. I'm gonna lose it.
Oh no, don't take all his pawns, Nate. You're making us nervous. I just
Let
want
this
one
be a
check.
lesson to everyone watching. The goal is checkmate, not to win all the material, which is actually funny, Alexandra. That is something that when people learn chess, they struggle with in the early stages, right? Because a
Right.
lot of other games, the goal is to collect everything.
Well,
and so
Nate is certainly going for collect them all.
This is not
he does have
Pokemon.
he has mate in 1 here. Is he going to see it?
He's had mate in one for like 10 minutes now.
Okay, Nate, you've taken enough pieces. Now give in that final blow. Is he playing with his food here?
This is like I say that a lot, but I think he's more like confused whether this is a geocache game or a Pokemon game. This is not that. You have to win. Okay, that's a check. That's a step in the right direction.
Lamont Enterprise stock saw a slight recovery in this position.
He is not resigning smartly. Rook takes f3 is stalemate.
Don't do it, Nate.
Rook
Don't
takes
take on
f3 is
f3.
stalemate.
Don't take on f3.
No, it's not. The knight's hanging. The knight's
Oh,
hanging.
you're
Sorry.
right. You're right. Oh,
Okay.
oh, he's hovering over rook takes f3.
Knight
Okay.
f6 first. He's going to get lucky because he's going to take the pawn when it's checkmate, so he doesn't stalemate. But
Oh,
king
man.
f5 or king f4 is there's no mate in one yet still. Rook takes, king up.
And this is why we tell people to never resign.
Yeah. Okay, there's
Okay.
a lot of checkmates in one.
And he just really has to keep his opponent in check and he'll be okay. If he's not sure, just go for the checks, which he is going for.
Every check will eventually lead to mate.
Oh, man.
In this case, my coach's advice was real. Just keep checking.
Yes, Danny, there you go. And
Just
chat,
keep
if you're
checking.
playing a game and you're worried about stalemating, say you're low on time, just keep going for the checks.
King
All right,
f6,
let's see that mate in one. There's
the worst
several.
thing you can do is try to trap the king now. Just check the king.
Yes.
Check and it's over. Come on.
That was a nice game.
Nice.
I'm
Congrats,
not even
Nate.
rooting for Nate Hill over Rob. It was just nice to see the job completed.
Of course. I mean, we're just looking for some accurate moves here, but he did
Go.
give Rob a chance there.
We see him giving himself the let's go golf clap.
Oh man,
And-
but I do feel bad. I do feel bad for EROBB. I mean, he
Yeah.
got those scary openings twice in a row.
Well,
Okay, we really need to prepare EROBB's opening next time if
We do.
he'll have the help.
I feel like that's our biggest failures as coaches here. And when I say our, I say really it's your biggest failure and Hikaru and Robert. I have not coached yet. No, I'm kidding. But
You're right. I'll take full responsibility for that loss.
No.
Although I don't think I don't know if he wanted a lesson from me, but you know what? I'll just keep trying to help.
well, I'm teasing obviously, but showing the opening again. This is a Hikaru specialty in the sense of the Fianchetto Bishop. You know, you have a lot of merit here because it's flexible yet pressuring, right? It's not in the center, but it controls the center. And I think that's a lesson that a lot of people learn over time is you don't have to physically occupy the center
Oh,
in order to control it.
sorry. Chat is going nuts. Hans apparently did help coach him, actually.
Hans helped coach Rob.
Well, by the looks of it, it doesn't seem like it, but apparently
Didn't do a very
he
good
did.
job, right? Someone get Hans Niemann on the phone so he
Hans-
can defend himself.
Hans, you're being called to the principal office. Hans,
Yeah.
hello.
That makes sense. And I think I saw that too in reading about some of the prep. But again, I was just highlighting that this is a trick that people can learn from. But look at Nate Hill's. I mean, again, Alexander, we can go through this game.
Mhm.
And Rob didn't have to blunder the piece. But after he did, like Nate Hill's chess, I mean, I should be taking lessons from him at this point, not just Fortnite lessons.
I mean, he played like an engine for most of it. At the end,
He
he
played
started taking all the
perfect.
pawns, and it wasn't the ideal strategy, but
Well, and
it
what
was
you talked about.
fantastic play.
Yeah, he played fantastic. What you talked about, he was willing to also admit when he made a mistake, which is a good sign. He gave a silly check. A lot of people then, go all in and don't want to back up, but he was just like, yeah, that was dumb. I'll back up. And again, it was just a matter of converting now. Of course, Rob, was in a bad position, but it's hard to find the best moves. And again, the only mistake he made, if I'm his coach for future advice, I say, Nate, you played great, but when you get in these positions, forget about taking pieces and just look for checkmate. Because
Yes.
this got a little scary when he started going after these pawns and almost stalemated Rob.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something that we can tell him since I'm sure we will be bringing
Yeah.
him on the call soon.
All right. Well, I'm sure we'll be discussing a lot more before the next set of games begin between Fuseli and Voyboy. But we are going to take a very, very quick break here on the PogChamps event here alongside me, Alexander Botez. Don't go anywhere. When we return, I think we have interviews, more analysis. We'll look ahead to the next matchup and everything else that is here on the Chess.com PogChamps. We'll be right back. And we are back here live with the winner, Nate Hill. Nate, first of all, hi, I'm Danny, big fan here of your Fortnite. And now your chess is
Not my chess. But that's understandable. How you doing, Danny?
Good, man. No, but seriously, dude, you just crushed that game. That was, I mean, how much of the opening, I have to ask, was something you were really comfortable with after working with Hikaru? Did you guys anticipate that? Because it seemed like you knew what you were doing.
Yeah, I think I got really good coaches in Alex and Hikaru, and we definitely had prepared for the black pieces. We had a pretty set strategy that played out almost exactly perfectly for me. Like it was simple and pretty easy to stick to.
And did you find it tricky at all to memorize the sequence, or is that one of the areas where you kind of have an advantage because you have been gaming professionally?
So I think memory is one of my strong points. I think adjusting to on the fly is not in this game. So I think that was a pretty good strat to just have something that I'm gonna try to stick to.
Right.
And it luckily it did work out perfectly.
When you played this move E5, obviously this was kind of the key moment in the game. You pushed the pawn to E5 and then immediately followed it by pawn to E4. Have you seen this pattern before? Was it a fork you anticipated a few moves before this when you played the rook to E8? How well were you prepared to win a piece here? Did you knew it was coming in advance?
Yes, so that was exactly what we worked on about 20 minutes before the game. Was this exact move was to get the rook behind it and then the horse to protect it and knight, and that fork was there. So he pretty much went right into plan there.
I have prepared for so many chess tournaments in my life that almost never happens.
I think we got pretty lucky. Yeah,
that was. I'm super impressed. Like, I've prepared for so much chess, but Hikaru is either a psychic, along with being a super grandmaster, or you guys just got one super lucky. I don't even have a lot of questions besides I'm going to click through the game. You can pause and tell us if you want to talk about anything. Or
I actually have a question for Nate because I think he played incredibly. It was definitely one of the strongest games and performances in PogChamps so far. But at the end, Nate, you started trying to collect all of his pieces instead of trying to checkmate him. Can you walk us through your plan there?
I guess there was no plan. I kept saying like I feel like I should be able to checkmate him because I have 4 good pieces.
Right.
I just did not. I just wanted to make sure and get all his pieces. But then after I was told I almost lost because of that exact thing.
Almost stalemated. There was one point where if you wouldn't have checked him, he would have had nowhere to go and it would have been a draw. But I mean, you did pull it off in the end and you didn't fall for that. It's a little bit nerve-wracking for people to watch.
Were you guys talking about that as it was going on?
It was pretty much all we were talking about. We were super nervous.
All right, I'll look out for that next time.
Yeah, and we said, Danny, like, whoever coaches Nate next has got to give him the tip. Like, just go for the mate and not the pawn. Sorry, Alexandra, go ahead.
No, I was going to say you gave really good advice, and I just wanted you to tell that to Nate as well.
Yeah, well, can you see the board, Nate, where I highlighted these 4 pieces, just making sure?
Right.
Like, it's a good example of usually in these cases, it's the thing we want to do to make ourselves feel better that makes it worse, right? So what you told yourself was, I got to go get these pawns and then I'll feel better, right?
Yeah,
that's usually what leads to the risk.
No matter what. Yeah.
Right. So usually the best advice is that, you should continue to check and corral the king. I mean, there's a number of ways that can lead to just a very quick mate. I mean, starting in this position, just bringing the queen over. And if you just continue to check the king, it's only a matter of time before checkmate, because you just have so many pieces.
Yeah.
Anyway, you did great, man. There's nothing really to highlight here because I got to be honest, I've been a fan the first few days here. I haven't been doing commentary yet. But of all the games I've seen, this might be the most complete victory we've seen start to finish of anybody in the tournament so far. Not kidding.
Well, thank you very much, because the last one we got destroyed. So this it definitely feels better to be on the winning end.
Well, last time you were playing Voyboy, the favorite, and this time you were playing somebody closer to your level. So do you feel more confident after getting a more equal pairing?
I do. I feel like I can beat pretty much, or at least compete with anybody near my level now. So that's something to look forward to going ahead, because I think my next match is Fusely, and I think she's pretty solid, but should be a good one.
Yeah, you guys should be in a pretty similar strength. But thank you for doing this interview. Maybe you can tell us a bit more about Fortnite and the hours you stream on your channel so we could let everyone know before we head off and talk about the next match.
So I play Fortnite every single day from the morning to mid-afternoon, and I think now I'm going to start doing it a little more. We're playing scrims. We have big tournaments coming up, like new trio tournaments. So pretty much going to be streaming all day, every day, and preparing for that.
And
it'll be a good time.
In the downtime, you'll play chess in between Fortnite, right?
I think I need to do that for like 2 hours a day now too. So it's gonna be a busy
pressure
week.
on him. Ask him on the Chess.com channel. I'm sure he's gonna answer this honestly.
No, I was saying, because when you win a game like that, I mean, you got to be honest, right? You've got a little bit of the chess fever now. That was a W to take home. You're like, I could get used to winning games like that, right?
Oh, I had it before winning too. Like even losing, like it's definitely an interesting game and quite addicting. So. And I just like to get better at stuff when I'm bad. So it is fun to learn a new thing.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Nate. Good luck in your future games. And on that note, we will start talking about the next match. See you.
Thanks, guys.
Nate.
See ya.
And we are now back here with EROBB. Rob, what were your words for your former coach now, Hans Niemann?
It's Eric, by the way.
Okay.
He's fired. He's fired.
He's fired.
He's fired.
Yeah. Did he
Are
take
you
it
looking...
okay?
Sorry.
Right, go. What did you say? Sorry.
Did Hans take the news okay that he's fired?
No, he's pissed. Oh, wait, can I say that?
Yeah, you can say it. Say whatever you want.
Okay.
Well, not whatever, but
no,
not
no, within reason. Within reason.
Okay. All right. So you gonna talk to me about the game or what? I really don't have much to say about it.
Yeah.
It felt like your Nate had some really good opening preparation there that he prepared specifically for what you played.
It's
So
almost like his coach was watching my stream while I was preparing for it.
I know
It's almost like his coach knew exactly what I was gonna do because he was watching my stream.
Well, Eric, look, what I can offer to try to do is help do the same thing that Hikaru did for Nate for your future games if you want it. If Hans is fired, you know what? We want to see you get a W.
Okay, well, I'm playing Boy Boy next, so that's an L. I'm not. Do I even practice for that? Is it even a point?
Danny, you want to take that one?
We can do this. We can do this. We can dive in. We need to
Really?
get some coaching here. You know, this system you played in the opening, Eric, you obviously, I was looking at a lot of your games, not stream sniping. I was looking at your games like as a coach.
Okay.
And you know, you play this opening a lot, which is not a bad opening, but clearly Nate Hill was very prepared to play this move E5 and go for the fork trick, right? I think that's really the biggest lesson, because once you got in that spot, you know, you really didn't have a very, it was going to be a very tough game, right? I think that's one of those lessons that, like, once you fall for it once doesn't mean you're going to fall for it again, as long as you remember that trick.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you seem really excited by this game, but I did want to follow up and ask, so now that you lost to a Fortnite player, do you think maybe we'll see some Fortnite on your stream?
Absolutely not. Never.
Absolutely not.
Hell,
I'm with
hell
you.
no. Hell no.
Last time I played Fortnite, I couldn't get over a hill. Like, literally, that's not even a metaphor. Like, I couldn't get past a hill. I got trapped. So that's my video game. You're much better at chess than I am at Fortnite, Eric. So tell you that.
Really?
What?
I feel like I'm dog at chess.
Yeah,
Dude.
but we're even worse at Fortnite. So
I'm even worse.
I think new games are really hard.
Yeah.
I do think that at the end you almost had some stalemate chances. Were you trying to go for that?
Yes, I was. But honestly, I wanted him to just end it because I just wanted to end my suffering, and I was just tired of playing the game. But he would not just end it. Like, it was taking him forever to just checkmate me. It was so frustrating.
But you didn't resign, which was honestly admirable, because he may have stalemated you and it would have paid off. So
What would have happened if we stalemated?
It would have been a draw, a tie.
yeah.
Oh,
But you almost did it. He obviously he should have gone for checkmate, like you said, instead of going for the pawns. But going for the pawns is a common thing people do. And right up until this last moment here, where he finally started checking you, you know, if he makes any other moves here that aren't checking, he's probably going to stalemate you. So you did a good job hanging in there.
thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I think, you know, it's always tough to do an interview after you lose a game, and a lot of chess professionals have that same feeling. So thank you for still being able to come on here.
Sure.
And I just wanted to say that I was watching your match with Moxie, and the trash talk was hilarious. So you know what? You may have not gotten the win on these, but you were killing Moxie. So you deserve some shout out for that.
Also, can I say something?
Yeah, of course.
I'm tired of every other streamer dogging on me because I'm bad at chess. They keep talking how I'm a free win. I'm going to let it be known I'm not losing another game this tournament. All right?
I love it.
I'm not losing another game this tournament. All right. Cut it.
All right. that was awesome. And I message hurt. We will see it. We'll see in a future game, a future W.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks for
All right,
being
man. See
here.
ya.
Take care. Okay,
we
well,
have
let's
it.
look at the tournament standings as
Yeah.
well. So as we mentioned, we have these 4 groups, and we have currently been looking at Group A. So we just had Nate Hill and EROBB. So up next, we're going to see Voyboy and Fusli. Really looking up to that match.
Yep.
Danny, any thoughts there?
I'm nervous because Eric said he's not going to lose another game in the event. And he's playing Voy next, so I'm nervous about that guarantee. Even with my offering to help him, and I feel bad I called him Rob, but that's because he's sometimes referred to as Electronic Robert. So I just kind of thought that maybe his name actually is Robert Rob. But anyway, what do I think about the next matchup? I think Voyboy's a heavy favorite. That's the honest truth. There he is. Well, we never mind. We know he's always he's actually streaming right now. And he's using Chess.com's game report tool to learn from his mistakes. So I think it's going to be hard for anyone in this group to stick with Voyboy, if I'm totally honest.